my channel. I'm Jess. Today I want to talk about hot new suede bags from different designer brands. I know suede is like totally trending right now, so I wanted to ask you guys, are you tempted to buy any of these suede bags? I actually think suede looks really gorgeous. It adds like a really nice kind of texture to your outfit. It looks really like warm and snuggly. I would say it lends itself to be a little bit more winter kind of appropriate, although I will say that like you can wear it in the summer as well. Actually, yeah, you totally can wear it in the summer, but I feel like yeah, it just depends on the bag. I personally wouldn't spend a lot of money on a suede bag, like not more than like $1,000, because I feel like it's very delicate as well. You can get water drops on it, stains, and it's very hard to clean compared to a regular leather. However, sometimes suede can look good with a bit of a worn-in effect as well, particularly if it's a darker color. So I'm kind of open to it, but I don't know. Unless money was no object, I don't know if I'd invest in a suede bag myself. However, there is a lot of like new suede bags that have come out that I feel like look quite gorgeous. So first of all, guys, on the recent Hermes runway, they did have suede Birkins. I think they call it Dobly, and you saw it in like more neutral colors, like brown, beige kind of tones. I think even a black color, and they were like full suede. The flap is suede, the body of the bag is suede, and previously Hermes have done like suede Birkins, but they sometimes do it as well where the flap is in like a swift leather and then the bottom is more in the grizzly suede. However, in this particular variation, the whole thing is suede, even the handles. And yeah, I feel like this would be a little bit scary to own because I feel like I would get it dirty really easily. However, I've noticed it's become like kind of cool to collect vintage Hermes bags in suede again, and Kylie Jenner was recently seen as well with a pink suede Birkin, which a lot of people like love. And I think that if you're like a vintage collector, you might be tempted now to kind of go hunt down the suede Birkins, because I remember Kylie Jenner like a few years ago, I remember Stormi, actually her daughter Stormi was seen wearing like a nano multicolor Speedy, and then that kind of bag went up like drastically on the secondhand market, like in value, because a lot of people like started to kind of find that bag again because Stormi was wearing it. So I know Kylie Jenner has like a major influence on like the secondhand market and bags she wears. A lot of celebrities do, even like Kendall Jenner, Bella Hadid, when they're seen in these certain like bags, it really boosts up the value of the vintage version. So I feel like the vintage suede bags, in a lot of vintage suede bags from Hermes will probably be more desirable now, because not only has Kylie Jenner been seen wearing it, but then also it's been on the recent Hermes runway. So yeah, these like suede Birkins and even like other bags. I saw like recently a Paris Bombay bag in suede. Even that's quite gorgeous, but again, it looked quite worn out because of the suede. I think they've become more appealing just recently. I'm not swayed in to get the suede, persuaded to get the suede, guys. Yeah, not yet. I'm definitely not persuaded to get the suede, but it looks nice. I would say it's very photogenic. It's, yeah, just a little bit different as well to what has been trending, I would say, like last year. Next cool suede bag is the new Laurent tote. I'll put the name on the screen because I don't actually know, but I've seen it pop up on my Instagram. It's this like oversized shoulder bag with the Cassandra logo swinging down the middle. Now, I know a lot of like Laurent bags, they're kind of like, they're always like these silhouettes with just like a YSL logo stuck in the middle, which is very repetitive, I would say. However, this combination tends to work. A lot of people love that kind of like bold logo, and it is a really beautiful logo. However, I don't know. I guess Saint Laurent, they do more minimal styles as well, but I guess this like oversized suede tote with the logo down the middle, I guess it's very easy to match to things. It's a bit more casual, relaxed looking. They've also done a little miniature crescent moon kind of scoopy bag called the Icarino bag, and it's kind of a similar take on their Icar bag, which was again one of those like oversized shopper totes, but it's a little miniature kind of like top handle bag in the quilted leather with the logo in the middle as well. And I've seen Rosie from Blackpink wearing this bag, so I would say her wearing it would also give it a little bit more credibility in a way. If you would like an even more affordable version, I'd actually suggest to just go on down to Coach, because Coach have been doing quite a few suede bags at the moment as well. I recently went to their Chadstone store and they had a suede Empire 30, I think it's an Empire 34, the east-west one. And although it was gorgeous and I was tempted to buy it, I'm still a little bit too scared of suede to buy it. So yeah, it was absolutely gorgeous in the Empire. But recently, Coach have released a Kiss Lock duffel bag as well, which you can also get in a suede variation in a similar kind of like brown color scheme. Really cute. I would say, yeah, if I had to buy a suede bag, I would just go secondhand, or probably the most I'd spend is like Coach money. But even then, it's like Coach is still quite expensive now. Like $800 in Australia, $700-800 for like a decent bag, which is still a lot of money, I feel like, to spend on a bag. So you have to really love it to commit to suede. You know, and I don't know whether it's worth like spraying these bags with like suede protector. Let me know, guys, if you have more like experience with spraying your bags as well with like water repellent kind of spray or something, so you could kind of save it. Because I've had suede shoes in the past and I kind of protected them with the spray to make them more water resistant, because obviously when you're outside your shoes are going to get wet eventually. But with a bag, yeah, I don't know, I'd be a bit scared to spray it, but I feel like you'd have to, kind of thing, if you, especially if you live in Melbourne and it gets a bit rainy. Anyway, that's another hot suede bag. Then from Prada, they also have a, similar to the Empire, another shoulder bag. And this one is again in like a brown suede with these little buckles on the top, a really exaggerated shoulder strap. We've seen this kind of silhouette trending for a while. I see a lot of girls in Melbourne, and actually when I was in Japan as well, wearing the stand oil shoulder bags, which are not real leather, but it's a similar silhouette, like that east-west shoulder bag kind of look. A lot of brands have been doing it, but I guess the Prada one, it's a bit more fancy because it's got that triangle logo on the front, and it's Prada, so obviously it will be better quality than like a stand oil bag that's like $100. But you know, a lot of young girls are wearing this kind of style at the moment. And I think in the suede, it's kind of like ticking the trend box as well. So yeah, it's quite a cool bag, that one. But I don't know if I'd personally go for it myself. To be honest, my favorite is definitely like the suede Birkin, but that is like a whole different price point. I mentioned it like recently, but you know, the Chanel 25 bag, they're also offering that most recently in more like summer suede variations, like these pastel suede, like pink and purple. And this is a little bit different to like what I usually see from Chanel. They have done like in the past, like even in the 90s, like more pastel colored suede colors. And although I find other brands are going for more like brown suede, like neutral colors of suede, Chanel is getting a bit more experimental and doing like these pastel suedes. However, I did see a photo on my newsfeed just recently pop up of these gorgeous Bottega bags. They were like these, like, it was kind of like a beautiful blue color. And I saw like the end, yeah, Bottega's definitely doing a lot of suede too. What am I talking about? Bottega's doing like, definitely like the chocolate brown suede as well, but then they're going into these more experimental colors, like this gorgeous blue suede. Like that was gorgeous. Like, yeah, that would get me actually. Like the blue suede Andiamo was absolutely stunning. So if you want more of a striking suede, I'd definitely go to like Bottega. I feel like they were like killing it. And actually I feel like Coach, I feel like Coach should do more colorful suedes. Like they could go really crazy and like get experimental. What I find is a lot of these brands are doing the brown suede, which looks gorgeous, but I think with suede, you can kind of like get really creative and do it in these like really interesting colors as well. And I think Bottega kind of nailed it with that blue color. It's so beautiful. Although still I wouldn't be tempted to buy it, but it's just like, I'm admiring it from afar. So yeah, let me know, guys, do you have experience with suede bags and would you invest in one yourself? Thanks guys for watching my video and hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe and I'll talk to you really soon. Bye!